So the change today happened to the Imperial Shadow Recast event, when on top of what we can get here, we can purchase this Shadow Amethyst. So looking at what most of us can do, let's assume you're getting 0 here, which you should not, because 200k is quite easy to do. But we can get 60 here, well, 90 here, 60 here, so we can get to 150 easily, well, if we spend the money, if we're summoning, right? But what they've added here is basically, I actually was expecting Worm Arrow, I was not expecting this dragon crystals here, because the price of that is quite high. I mean, to get 50 Shadow Amethyst, you need 3,500 of dragon blood. And to get that, you need to go here and purchase 3,500, that's 49.99. And you definitely don't want to spend that on Heliolite dices. I mean, that is terrible value, right? The only reason you would think of buying them is to get guaranteed UTIOR if you're short. And okay, I understand they put it behind the paywall, which is not nice. I mean, even if they doubled the value but made it for Worm Arrow, I think it will be better, or even 50% extra, or give two options, right? 700 for the paid and 1,000 for the Worm Arrows, okay? Because most of us, I mean, even low spenders, they will need few of them. Right, as you can see, I'm at 81 at the moment, so I'm assuming I'll get 90 here, definitely. This is definite, 90. I want to get as much as possible here, but let's assume I'm going to summon and get all the 60. I don't want to get 60, I want to go for 40, but let's assume I'll do all the 60 summons, which is obviously not too easy in the case of low spenders. So this will give me 150. I need 50 from other sources. So far, I got 21, so that means I need another 29, and this week we got an extra chance of hitting the boss. So even if I'm very unlucky and my team is terrible, I'll get a 1. I'll do the 200k definitely, okay? So I'll get 1. So last week I got, let's look at this. This will give us an overview, right? So I'm expecting to do 2.7 million damage, maybe even 1.11, okay? But let's assume the lowest. I need 29, and this week I'm gonna get 6 here. So that's 23 still needed. And I'll get 2 here, definitely 2 here. So, sorry, that was 23 minus 4. So I still need 19. And let's even assume I'll do less than 3 million. I don't think that I'll get definitely around here. So sorry, 23 minus 4, 19, 18. So I still need 18, right? Okay, so I need 18 next week. But on top of that, I will get a reward here. And last week, I managed to get here. But let's assume I don't this week. Let's say people actually had better progress than I did. Let's assume I get up to this point, which is way easier. I mean, this is a higher threshold here, so it's easier to get this point. So I will get 3. That is the worst case scenario we're doing. We're doing the unhappy journey here. So if I do that, oh, hi Sketch. Sorry, hi Scratch Plays. Thank you. Thank you for the raid. So yeah, as I said, 15, I will need 15 to get next week, which is doable. I mean, I will have an extra chance, 6 tries on the bosses. Thank you and enjoy your night. So 15 next week, and next week I'll be aiming for 2 here. So that's 8 already, 2 here, so that will be 14 and whatever. So I will get there. Okay, so I don't need to buy, well, I don't need to buy, I need to consider. So I will definitely get to 200 if I summon here. but I don't want to summon there. I want to go as low on the summons as possible, because this is not worth for me. I mean, going from 40 to 60 is really not worth. There's nothing good here. Obviously, 20 dices, that's a lot of new heroes that I can get, right? 3 epics and maybe 3 legendaries if my luck is the same as I did on my first try, on my first big summon session. But I don't want to. I want to do 40 summons, and I want to save all the rest of my dices and resources for the Drist event, right? At the moment, I can buy quite a lot of dices. So if we go here, 41, 42, okay? So I can do 40, I can get 42 extra dices plus the 11 I got, 12. Okay, so I can get to 66. So I can do the 60 pulls, but I really want to avoid that. I don't want to waste my resources here. So if I do 40, that means I need an extra 20, right? So to get extra 20, I need to purchase, and I'm not even counting the rank that I will get, right? So let's say I'm not ranked, which is obviously not going to be true. So I need 20. I need to purchase that twice to make sure I have UTIOR. And this will cost me, so I need 1400. Yeah, so the best way to get it is this. So that will cost me 15 USD, right? But obviously I'll pay in pounds, so that's different. So yeah, I assume the price will be the same, because that is the issue with Google Play. You got this $14 here, but obviously the guys pay the tax. But when we purchase it with pounds, it's still 14 pounds. So yeah, I'll buy this. Let's say I buy this, which is a value of here, right? So yeah, we get 2,000 of this dragon light, so I'll still save some. But this will be the cheapest option. But now for 14 pounds, there's actually no better value. I mean, right, so 14 pounds will be 20 summons, because I will save 20 summons. Wing Spear, you joined a little bit late. I said that as this is basically my thought as well. So let me finish that thought and I'll rewind what I said, like basically a summary of what I just said before you guys join me. So as I said, I will save 20 summons, right? Which equals to 350 worm arrow per dice, so 7,000. Yeah, so 7,000. The value of 1,400 dragon crystal for spenders. You buy 7,000, which is, as you can see here, let's not count the double one. Well, even if we look here, 7,000 is still $99, and we can get that value. That's how much we will save on the dices using this. The only downside is we will not get heroes for that, because 20 heroes is obviously, well, 20 summons is something good. But yeah, as you said, this is exactly what I mentioned before everyone joined. I would prefer if either they went a higher price with Worm Arrow, or keep it this way. Okay, I don't mind it, and spenders don't mind it as well. Keep it this way, but give another option, basically. But I don't know how, this will mean either this or this. Okay, you can buy 5 of that and 5 of the Worm Arrow one, but bring a Worm Arrow option with 50% increase, so that will be like 1,050 Worm Arrow here, right? That will make everyone happy. That will make free-to-play happy, spenders, but obviously make it this or that. Don't make it both, because truth to be told, the value of this is not good for anything else, yeah, except for UTIOR. So if you're short, then get this, definitely. And if you want to save your dices for Drist, this is also a good value for your money, because as I said, 20 dices equal to 7,000 Worm Arrow, and we can get it for $15. If you have, obviously I'm talking about those guys who didn't purchase this double offers yet, which is me in my case, right? Because if you don't, then obviously you'll need to go for like 2001, right? Sorry, I think if they let you keep your amethyst and save for the next season, will be nice also. I think I've been told it's not gonna happen. From what I remember, the talk between content creators and developers, and I might be wrong, I do not really watch ads. Okay, so let's... And there we go, the ads are gone, I need to get rid of them. I mean, YouTube is so much better when it comes to ads and the management of them and stuff. That's why I really liked streaming on YouTube, but Twitch allows me to do way more. I mean, it's way better when it comes to interaction with the viewers. So, I don't remember what were I saying. I think I wanted to say that when we content creators spoke to the community managers, we've been kind of hinted that this will not carry over. So once this is gone basically. So this Shadow Amethyst will not carry over, and I think the reason for that is this is kind of like a seasonal, mid-season event where you can have a chance to get this hero, right? Next season, probably something else will be here, and I hope so. I mean, and it will be cool to have this shop, okay? And just add new heroes here and let this carry over. That will be a good idea, I'm not gonna lie. Because then you have another hero here and you can consider, oh, okay, I saved enough, I can get either UTIOR or let's say Hero X. Then next season, you have UTIOR, Hero X, and Hero Y. Well, Y. Sorry, I was Polish pronunciation, yeah. So you have Y, and you can choose between them. That would be cool. Or even work the same way as season works. 50% of Shadow Amethyst get carried over. Even if we get carried over 50% of them, next season we will have more heroes, we'll be stronger at this point, and we will be able to get more Shadow Amethysts. So, you know, that would be cool. But yeah, I mean, this is good value for those who want to save the dices for Drizzt. Oh, whatever. Right, so, yeah, and also I love the change they've done. I'm not sure if it's for every boss, but the VORTEX one works so well. I mean, I'm not sure if you've not saw the guide I created for the VORTEX. Let me just quickly link and pin it to the chat. I've done it yesterday, and obviously when I do something like that, when I set all my timers perfectly, spend hours doing it with the help of my viewers, the developers decided to fix the issue with the timing, which is good. I'm not gonna lie, this is amazing, but just the effort I've put yesterday and now everything is boom, right. So here is 20 million, sorry, that's temporal vortex for 20 million full auto. Alright, so this is what I'm doing right now, and it's very consistent. And let me just pin it quickly. Alright, so that's what I've done yesterday. And I had so much help here, and as you can see, I've done 22,600,000, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't spend that much money. I spent around $100 on this account, and I spent it after 23 days of playing the game. The first 23 days I was free to play, but now with this team, and this is not your standard wild team. I am catching up to all these guys, all these big krakens here. And I've used him. If you haven't seen my rush in action, he doesn't even have maxed out skills. But this guy hit like a truck, well, like a train, really. So if we go here, oh, please tell me I've changed the equipment. Yes. As you can see, I'm not even using aura. No aura here whatsoever. Because I don't have it. I mean, basically those 3 heroes can be replaced, but that's like an endgame. Flora here, Oguk or Vikuch, and obviously Kalos maybe, or Chaos, I don't remember his name, but yeah. And what they've done, basically they fixed the casting. So yesterday over here I had 20.4 seconds. Yeah, so that was my timer yesterday. Now I don't need that. 20 seconds is perfect. And what I'm doing here is basically what everyone should be doing. And I think most of the top players do that. Timing my skills so they always happen within sync. So as we can see here, Eric is here to provide the wild, obviously stacks on Tonnanen and bring the defense down of the boss. So he cast his ultimate as 1.5 seconds earlier because these meteorites, they take a little bit of time to hit the boss, and then we spam Tonnanen ultimate. This is why I'm not going haste on them, because they don't need to do these skills more often. If I wanted to do it, I would have to go like extra haste on everyone, right? But I can't afford that at the moment. But this is enough. Crit hit, crit damage, and full attack basically. And as you can see, 19 seconds here and 20 here. But what's important to note is, see, Rush when he has it's called Heartfire, it's actually included here. He recovers 20% of ultimate energy after casting the ultimate. So with this skill being level 1, not having anything here, I can still rotate within 20 seconds. So this is what's making it so good. And his damage is huge, single target one. So I didn't like Rush when I started playing. Rush was my first legendary in the game, and I didn't use him because he wasn't that good without a wild team. So what I'm doing here is I'm applying defense down from Eric, casting all the ultimates together. And did you see that 3,900 damage from Rush? Yes, Wing Spare. This is my first season. I played in the beta and I had a very good pay-to-win account with Vita, Horader and stuff. But I decided I'll start fresh for the global release. So in total, Tonnanen still outdamages Rush, but I just love these big numbers. See, if I do PvE content like Faye, at this level that I'm now, it's around 100 level, it's not so amusing because he can't one-shot them anymore. But level 80 to 90, Rush could one-shot all the enemy heroes. And the only thing I need for him is a little bit more crit hit. But I will farm equipment soon. At the moment I'm going for the experience to have 5 good teams. I have a beta and fresh one too, very light spender though, maybe 20 each. I also played Starlight Dice Challenge with... I'm actually doing a little bit less damage than I used to on Rush. With Ivy Lee. Jungle Vral. They fixed Sigrid's ultimate priority. This might be actually bad. Oh, and they yeah, and also they fixed the boss timings. So maybe I'm not sure if Harpy had an issue, You might need to resync your team. Just watch the fight, see what's happening, because they fixed the vortex skill timing. It's perfect right now, by the way. So yeah, and if you see, Rush doesn't crit, it does like 100,000 damage. When he crits, that's 380. Actually, it's only 300k. Something's not right with the equipment, because I'm changing the equipment so often that, you know, the runes are changed, their runes are missing. If I had Flora in that team, I would be hitting probably 25 plus million on auto. Or maybe not even. I mean, maybe Flora will not help me. I think Vikuch will be a better improvement over Adolphus. Adolphus' shield is amazing, don't get me wrong. But once we get to that 20 million, which is around 35 stacks of the boss ultimate, basically this boost in damage, this is where my team's single attack down, because only Furor buff has attack down, and shield as a damage mitigation does not work too well, and I can't spread them out. I've tried to do shield at certain point and attack down at certain point, and that wasn't enough. There was just too much damage later on. I need to have both of them at the same time. Okay, so again, 20 million. We're at this 45 stacks, so that means my team is about to get demolished. I think the next rotation is where it's gonna happen. Yeah, when Adolphus' shield is not absorbing everything, that's where my team fails. Oh, that was so close for Tonalnen. But yeah, that's it. But still, I mean, 23. They cast one more ultimates. Come on, guys. Oh, I should have auto it. I mean, I should have actually cast it myself. But yeah. How much attack and enlightenment your Adolphus have? Those are some strong shields. Yeah, so Adolphus has actually quite good equipment. There's few improvements as well that have to be made eventually. But as I said, this is not high spender Akan, so I don't have like, I don't even have good runes. I mean, I have the enlightenment rune, that's what really matters. So his enlightenment, he's built around enlightenment because the shield part scales with enlightenment and target max HP. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please click the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. As always, thank you for watching, stay safe, bye!